Opani video yi of an officer na wo shoot ewo ANC more as the reports indicate who ye initially at the time na arrest na embaye no, what was running through your mind?
In fact, me who video no me to anamu efe me dan for omo security personnel, some were responsible senior security personnel, and they were utter shock. And to me, I would say incidents like this are unfortunate, and it shows the kind of people we recruit into our security services, because a properly trained professional will never do what we witnessed in the video. And you see, security personnel will have to be cautious. We are in the era of technology, and Ghanaians are more vigilant. Any listing you do, you may not know a third party is taking a video of it. And you may wonder why one will capture the action as it took place when he came out with a gun and started firing, whether it was a friend who took that to show off or not. But two things comes into the fore. So, as some say, bar, not a talk shop, the other cases are less action. But the unfortunate thing is, politicization of our security institutions has a very bearing effect on the things we are witnessing. Here, the gun the gentleman was holding is a very dangerous weapon. And for the fact that that weapon was in his hand at that time of the night, there are a lot of questions to answer. Not only even in uniform. What did I say? What was he doing with that weapon at that time of the night, and to even go to that extent? Just imagine, say, Ebiana Yaribi Achino na Wanye Caesar Biana say Najun Akanukakra. Now obtaining weapon way on human beings, there would have been a lot of casualties. So we have to go back and look at the regime of our security arrangements as to the handling of weapons. And if you look at the regimes, both at the various security services, it's so tight. So sometimes we wonder whether people go to sleep on the job or what. Because if you can only take a weapon when you are going for an operation, and when you return the weapon, you sign out, and you account for the ammunition you used. So how did this person manage to beat that security arrangement? So in as much as we are calling for the access to fall on the this irresponsible security officer, we must look at the entire value chain. Those responsible in making sure, say, these weapons are properly kept, sign in and sign out. They should equally be dealt with. Somebody slept on the job. Don't forget, armed robbery cases are armed robbers no AK-47s no free. Edum Bakashra said they rented from security personnel. So this impunity must stop. We can't continue in this pageant. In the era we are living in, terrorism hovering around our heads and those things. Someone could learn from what has happened. So, if a security personnel could fire indiscriminately that way in a public place like a shopping mall, then everybody will say, look, if I can get to a crowded place like this, I can shoot and cause the casualty I want to. onto the person metro. And mostly the terrorist aim is in as much as they are looking at naming the people to cause an effect, even getting one casualty would have served their purpose. So SAN taking a step back, more, and it will serve as a deterrent such that it never occurs again.
Right.
But if we decide to politicize it, now you're calling a political target, you can be sure say as somewhere in question, because intelligence me my say in the seat of government, Jubilee House. And more often than not, those operatives, they tend to live above the law. And that is what their superiorities must check. More often, Oberon say they'll give excuse they are going on a special operation. What special operation? What special operation? If you are working at the seat of government, you must live by the highest professional standard. If this personnel is at the Jubilee House, it means our president is not even safe. It's not even safe. And I am calling that, apart from the officer in question properly dealt with to serve as a deterrent, those responsible for checking and supervising this officer, they must also be dealt with by way of demotion or things like that, so that people will sit up on their jobs.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and